reflect, and bring into action life-sustaining schemes. Success is not born out of a miracle, but more or less it is achieved through conscious and endless effort. When we plan for success, we work towards it and we become successful. All these things are done intentionally by the power of the mind through a well-defined strategy. The idea of waiting to be successful through a miracle without any conscious effort is only a farce. Strategy, said P.T. Johnson, an American boogie, woogie, and jazz pianist, is a style of thinking, a conscious and deliberate process, an intensive implementation system, the science of ensuring future success. To illustrate, Grandpa is married with 3 wives and having all 13 children. He has a very low income to cater for this family of 17 himself, the 3 wives and 13 children. But life as a nature must go on. In order for him to maintain this family in terms of education, health, food, clothing, he needs to map out certain modalities or work with a budget in an effort to boost the little income received monthly by doing business and completely avoiding economic waste. These budgetary plannings and motivational actions are aimed at restoring sanity in his family. Grandpa's family policies were to eat enough to survive the day, work harder for more gains, and encourage the children to learn no matter the circumstances. To strategize is more or less just as well as to reflect on planning schemes. It is therefore necessary to strategize in order to achieve a successful implementation in whatever project or whatever positive goal one wants to achieve. In Sierra Leone, for instance, there is no doubt that we are blessed with numerous natural resources, but because of poor planning and inefficient strategies, the resources are not properly harnessed to reflect the positive dividends that would benefit the entire nation. According to Business Insider, August 31st, 2016 publication, the Koch family has made some very prudent and strategic moves that have allowed them to build a combined net worth of 89 billion, reports Forbes. They are strategic in every decision they make, including hiring. A lot of companies, and we've been guilty of this in the past, we want to hire the smartest person, the most talented person. Just Koch said, well, the worst thing we can do, as we found, is to hire a very talented person with poor values. If we are going to hire somebody with poor values, we want somebody who's not very smart, because he or she will do less damage. In the meantime, reflect on these words. Good performance is clean evidence for proper planning, but not necessarily perfection. We simply perform not because we are perfect, but because we are well prepared. Never think that people who are perfect are the only ones capable of performing. You can also perform when you have adequately and timely prepared yourself. It is continuous and credible performance that makes you perfect. But perfection is not always achieved through performance. In admonition to this, in order to achieve maximum success in whatever areas of development, it is essential to strategize. In this stage of science and technology, It is a prerequisite for lawmakers, income earners, and more so people in influential positions like teachers, bankers, doctors, and nurses have to spend the time to strategize well in ways to achieve excellent desired results. The downward trend in third world countries today is as a result of poor strategy or lack of it in handling serious national issues. An economy without proper budgeting, for instance, would only prove counterproductive. Equally so, a school without a well-formulated syllabus would prove far below success and would fail to meet the requirements of its community or the nation at large because of lack of a proper strategy. Once and for all, the whole idea of strategizing puts great pressure in your cognitive faculty. There are various ways of strategizing, but it is more essential to think wisely so that you can act correctly in order to enhance development. At Juliet Rogers, Chief Architect of Stories that Inspire Planetary Consciousness, SIPC. Thank you for listening.